Here we go. We're going to be jumping into a rogue versus meta. And Elmo No Loco is making an argument for ninjas. That's right, big dogs. Ninjas are, I don't want to say back. I don't want to say back. As Yu-Gi-Oh's best ninja player, it's not looking good. But Elmo No Loco is going to be playing horse ninjas and showing us how powerful they can be against the meta. This time around, we draw Cyframe Gear, Gamma, Hanzo, Hoppy, Reinforcement, and King Sarcophagus. If the Gamma goes off, then this man's cooking. Gamma never goes off for me, and I always draw the driver anyways. He's gonna start off by activating Reinforcement.
Hi.
Our opponent's gonna ash it. How? How, brother? Let me get your luck. Let me get your luck. Every single time I have Gamma, they never stop my first cards. And every single time they stop my first cards, I have just driver. So we're going to punish with the Gamma here. We'll summon Gamma and Driver for our deck. Stomp the Ash Blossom. We'll get the Kagero to our hand. Oh, we're about to saute this man. And then Synchro summon into a Excel Stardust, which means we can make the Baron here.
No.
They're going to imperm the Excel. Bro, how many hand traps do you have? Never punish, chat. We'll activate King Sarcophagus and then use his effect, discarding the Kagero to send the Dwamutep. And then we'll summon Hanzo to be able to add Ninjutsu Arc Duplication. Okay, so we're cooking here. We'll summon Damutef, send Hoppy. They'll Magnamut our Gamma. My brother! My brother! Just wait! He was going to send him Seti. Chat, he got excited, chat. He didn't even banish the right one. He banished the driver, you goofball. God. Magnamud will activate on in phase with the 2 level 8 monsters currently on our field. We'll make the Zombie Vampire. He definitely should have waited. Zombie Vampire will then send... It'll send Ninja Grandmaster and Rainbow Bridge. He's going crazy, chat. And now we know our opponent's playing Tenpai, which makes sense that our opponent is playing so dumb. Tenpai Dragon players are the worst players in the game. We summon out Hand Soap and then activate its effect and then use Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. This gets us a field spell and a Crystal Beast monster. So we'll get Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon and our Walls of the Imperial Tomb. We'll also add Mitsu, the Insect Ninja, which means we can summon it to our side of the field and use Hanzo and our Zombie Vampire for a link summon into Cross Sheep. Uh-oh, chat. This is one of the craziest things about Ninja, is that Hanzo isn't once per turn. So we summon Mazen, we can summon Kagero, we can use Kagero to summon Hanzo. If it were summoned face up, we could have gotten another search. I actually thought it would have been better to summon the Hanzo, right? Hanzo's effect, that would have allowed us to get, what's that card's name? Baku to our hand. Then we could have summoned Baku to our side of the field. That would have gotten Hanzo back from the graveyard, the one in the graveyard, to our hand. Then we could have link summoned into Seizo. Seizo would have set us another Nujutsu art card. Then we could have made SP and banished the Magnamut or Appaloosa. I think that would have been bigger cook, but let's see what he's doing here. We'll then link the Cross Sheep and the Kagero into Sprite Elf, so he's not done cooking. Elf then summons Mitsu and they nip. Bro, come on now. Mazen summons Geo in defense, face down. Keep in mind, Nib can only tribute face-up monsters, so my playline would have got nibbed even harder. His playline, not nibbed so much. We'll then summon out Yaga Amaru, banishing to being able to get rid of the nib, and then we can use these 2 monsters back into our Mazen, so we're actually in perfect condition. We'll summon out Hoppy and Kebs, summoning Sanafond. Sanafond then detach a material, and we don't make the Mazen again. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. And they'll get Pydra to the hand. All right. So now we're going to use duplication. We're going to turn the Geo. They're going to Druid Swarm us the Mazen. We'll summon out Mitsu, a face down Tabari. Oh, yeah, he's cooking, chat. Because now Mitsu flip up the Tabari. Can't be destroyed by battle, and we get a fusion summon. And now they're going to summon Pydra, which is just going to get negated by Mitsu. They're not reading. They don't know what our ninjas do. Our ninjas in perish, chat. Cooking them. Now we're going to use Tabari to fuse with our Yaga Amaru. We're going to make a Mazen the Battle Ninja. Chat, the only thing that he should be doing right here is going into battle phase, crashing, and then using this effect to get rid of Sanafon or something. You should not be using your Chandra's effect. Mazen gets chained to that. He summons Baku. Okay, so he's not going to get punished. Baku gets us our Hanzo back. And now we get to synchro into... Okay. Biden Dragon. Chat, he quit because he didn't read Sanafon. Our opponent's a straight bot. Big dogs, we are going to be watching the Ultimate Rogue matchup. And it's going to be pretty exciting to watch Pedro back at it again, playing his new deck. Now, this deck is really interesting. It is Gold Pride Punk Goblin Biker. And I may be late to the party, but this deck may actually be better than what people give it credit. In this hand, we have Maxi, Terratop, Nyan Nyan, and Hold by the Grave. We are going second, and our opponent goes Virtual World. I'm sorry. Revealer of the Ice Barrier. We're gonna maxi that. They're gonna Ash Blossom us, and now they are about to roast our booties because we have no other cards to stop our opponent from going into destruction. With Revealer, there's summon Georgius. Georgius and Mirror Mage will both activate here. The effect of Mirror Mage allows him to be able to get Speaker to his hand, and Georgius will summon back the Mirror Mage to his side of the field. He'll then special summon Speaker, and if I heard anything about this, this might be combo. Using the effect of Mirror Mage to summon 2 tokens and make his monster level 4, then Synchro summoning into 10. He's going to make the Lancia, then activate Speaker to give him an additional token, then activate Winds of the Ice Barrier, attributing 3 monsters. Whoa, hold on. What is this? Judge of the Ice Barrier? While you control another Ice Barrier monster, each time your opponent activates a card or effect, by paying life points, they lose 500 additional. Yeah, this card has to be a troll, right? You can target 1 or 2 Ice Barrier monsters in your graveyard and 1 or 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard and shuffle them to the deck. If you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target 1 attack position monster on the field, and change it to defense position. I am so disappointed in this card because it looks like it has the Dragon Ball Z pants. So it has cool artwork. And she looks really cool, but it's like your effects. Stay in the kitchen. You didn't cook with that one, man. We now Synchro summon to 6 with Revealer and our Mirror Mage into a Adamantipator Dragon Rizite. Then we end our turn with a Hexa, a Judge of the Ice Barrier, the Lancia, and the Adamantipator. When we special summon Terratop, our opponent's going to use Lancia, so we already have Ice Barrier monsters. They summon the rail to the top of the field, then switch our monster to defense, forcing us to discard a card to get Speedroid Takantambo. We'll then summon Takantambo using the effect of our Nyan Nyan in graveyard. Keep in mind, we're going to have to discard another card here. Kind of costly. They summon Georgius to the field. We summon out Nyan Nyan. And now we're going to Exceed summon. Are we going to make our Goblin Bikers? We're going to make Big Gobonga. Gobonga adds a Goblin Biker monster from our deck to our hand. We'll discard Terratop to be able to add Doug. And now we get to use Doug, detaching the Goblin Biker Big Gobonga using 2 effects here. Big Gobonga allows us to be able to attach General Ryo to our cards. We'll discard Call by the Grave to do so. And now since it's no longer on the field, Doug can get his Goblin Biker Grand Entrant. We'll then Xe summon into Gold Pride Chariot Carry. And I don't think we haven't committed our normal summon, have we? We'll get Better Luck next time and then activate Better Luck next time, which our opponent will stop. Something tells me we haven't used our normal summon, which is kind of sick for this deck. We'll then activate Goblin Biker Grand Entrance to be able to get Clatter Splatter. And we'll detach to summon out our Clatter Splatter and use its effect to be able to summon Doug the Charger. We now can Exceed summon again. Holy. We'll make Exceed Armor Torpedo, then use its effect to draw an additional card. That's a sick card to draw. We don't even need our normal summon. We draw the Emergency Teleport, then make Exceed Armored Fortress, which means we have 2 more Exceed cards, or 1 more Exceed card from our deck to our hand, and Full Armored, and we get the Exceed summon into a powerful monster known as Full Armored Dark Knight Lancer. Emergency Teleport finds Wagon. Wagon gets us our Extreme Sessions, in which they'll activate the effect of... Yo, hold on, chat. It actually came off. Yo, we have to play 1,100 life points per card effect now. That's not cool. This card's kind of cooking us. I said she was bad. She was supposed to stay bad. 600 was fair. 1,100 is too much. We'll special summon out Z, or did we just normal? We normal summoned the Z-Almond. There's no way. We normal summoned the Z-Almond. That's crazy. And now we'll pay 1,100 life points and draw a card. We'll then use Foxy Tune to be able to summon out Shirakusai. And now use all three of these monsters for an Exceed summon into a Shuriken. Full Armored Exceed allows us to banish to equip to a Shuriken, which triggers full armor. We're going to equip the Lancia, aren't we? Or attach to Lancia. That's a pretty excellent way to break a board, guys. Bravo. That was some big cook, guys.
Another one.
And we get to attack again? And it gains 200. It can attack again, right? It can attack again? Oh, no, chat. Well, that's one way to start a cook or crumble, guys. I think that was a pretty big cook when we get to see NYCPD Pedro the Cops go against a pretty powerful board with his Goblin Biker Gold Pride Punk deck. Really awesome.